You plug in with the man in charge. That's something you don't sabotage. This is how you raise the bar. Raise the roof like a demigod. Keep making your moves while the devil's watch. This is how you raise the bar. Don't build your label on a deck of cards, claiming you stable but don't affect the charts. This is how you raise the bar. We ain't phased by y'all. Straight talk, we don't fake for the fades of all.
We should have spoken about the intro, honestly.
Hey man, I just took off just like that. Had to announce it a bit, but like, hey, be on alert. Otherwise, I speak on as always, uyiti, ndiswekile, ndingamanzi ibhekile.
Alright.
Ungamathambo ndingezekile. Anganani kwandinani.
It's a hip hop podcast, so thank you for that.
So you saying I cannot be proud of my heritage because I'm hip hop? You saying I'm not hip hop enough unless I'm not proud of being South African unless I'm rapping on my piano?
No, that's
wow, rapping on a mapiano.
We're already on politics already. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, politics. I'm asking, what are you saying? Why ungafuni ndikaleleke?
Okay, now I'm going
Yeah.
It's your boy Bumblebee, the humble G.
The humble G.
You don't want to fuck with me.
Hey.
Oh, you dress like a bumblebee.
That's why I said that.
Oh, okay.
And I'm with my boy, you know, the cat Kevin with the Mac 11. Mess with him, you gonna go to heaven. Let's go.
Shit. Wow.
And I got my boy Kuss. I don't have anything to rhyme with Kuss with.
Yeah, I know. Rather not to.
Yeah.
Rather not to.
Welcome again to Raise the Bar Oddcast. I am one of the hosts, Lawry, and we've got our guest here. You know Kuss, my co-host.
This is how do you say the first part of your name, like your rap name? Like I always, like I just don't curse. Like the other part, I'm like, damn it, how do I say this?
The Enigmatic.
Go ahead, say it.
Okay, yeah, the name's Kuss the Enigmatic. Kuss the Enigmatic. So Enigmatic, in case you wanted to know, it means something that's hard to figure out, hard to fathom, hard to explain and put into a box and define.
Your name is hard to explain.
Yeah.
There you go.
So there you go.
So when something is enigmatic, it's not easily
figured
figured out.
You can explain.
Can I just call you Kevin?
Yeah, call me Kevin,
dog.
dog.
I'm
It's
going to
chill.
remember saying all of those words.
I know it's chill, though. Kuss the Enigmatic.
So tell the people who don't know who Kevin or Enigmatic.
Wow.
Enigmatic.
Damn.
Man, your name is a tongue
Shit.
twister, like, okay, let's learn how to say it properly.
Wow. Like each one was a dagger.
Let's find out who
houses?
Kevin is for the
Okay.
people, please.
Nah, man, I'm Kevin Dladla Vele, South Coast guy. Grew up on the South Coast, Margate to be in particular.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man, and you know, I do music, I rap, you know, so I go by the name when I rap, Kuss the Enigmatic.
Thank God. Only when you rap and
Or
not in
enigmatic.
podcasts, because no way, man. No way.
So so I'm just a South Coast guy, man, trying to understand and perceive the, you know, a perspective of where South Coast is and
Have
where
you
it
been
can
keeping
be.
up with the local cats?
In my own way, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, not like fully like, you know, like following Facebook groups, finding out who's the hottest in jail. Like I like what I like, and the universe brings me, you know, people that I need to meet. So I know the people on the South Coast who are working, who are doing big things and doing, you know, the most.
Funny how I know you. It's actually I replaced you on a song.
Is it?
Yeah, I only found out like quite recently that I was
Placed him on a remix.
On a remix, and I only found out like a few days ago.
Which song was this?
This whole time I thought I was the pick for the remix.
Is it?
I thought they picked me for the.
Which song is
I didn't
this?
know I was second choice.
Wait, why you? Okay, was it a song we were supposed to do?
Yeah. Okay, you are the first person. You were supposed to be on the original "Raise the Bar" song.
Yeah, I remember. The
whole story like was even how we came up with the hook. I just had the chant in mind because I had a ton of songs with Fab, and you and I had been meaning to make music.
Yeah.
But even before we get to that, like you are one of those people that just popped up in my garage. Like, I don't know how I got to know you. I just remember you in my garage making music because we had that type of vibe. It's like anyone was welcome to come record. And I think like the first time we pulled up, you were working with Lance.
Lance, I think I met you through Lance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was weird because Lance is like a guest at my house.
And he's old guest
And
now.
he doesn't know no one in Margate besides people I know. How did you even get to that? I don't know if you remember that.
Dude, I don't quite remember, but it was just after I'd come back from Maritzburg. I'd been in Maritzburg for a few years at varsity. So I came back at that time, and I don't know where I met Lance, to be quite frank. Perhaps, maybe I met him by the library using the computers, the internet.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah,
say,
probably.
Wi-Fi and
yeah.
crack the code.
Crack the code. Yeah,
You
exactly.
wanna also say the name of
the password, the password of the Wi-Fi.
Bro, no, Kamalaki and Margate had the same password. So
shit, I didn't even know that.
that helped us a lot.
Yeah,
but I don't want to know Wi-Fi. I don't know why if it's
They
paid
still
for by
do.
the public.
They still do.
I don't know. I don't use it anymore. I've
Yeah.
got my own Wi-Fi.
Oh,
You know, we
leveled
grow.
up.
Level up.
So we used to all go down to the library and get music or upload our music because River Nation was where you used to put up all this. I think that was like 2009.
9, 10-ish,
Yeah, 9,
round about
10-ish,
there. Yeah.
So we all agree that it's the library that brought you guys together.
Well, like what? Lance isn't here to corroborate the story.
This is the Lance I know, Lance Romeo. Away.
Yeah,
Shout
so
out to him.
that time we met, found out he was making music, he found out I'm making music, and he was like, yeah, I heard his stuff. I was like, yo, and he was like, yeah, bro. So we were supposed to do songs together, but that time I remember I had to go home, and I never seen Lance from since then, to be honest.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's crazy because after that, Lance's life became like a roller coaster. It became like heavy. I had to go home to London, in which was shipped back to Zambia. Then took years to get back, and that's his story to tell. But but it's such a small world because I've known you since.
Yeah.
And all that time we've never really done a song together.
Yeah.
Though we've tried. So Raise the Bar was the first time. Raise the Bar might have been like 4 or 3 years later.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, cool. Now there's Fab in the camp, and Fab was bubbling under.
Fab,
we didn't would. I was like, nah, we already have too much songs between me and him. So I'm gonna do this one with Kevin. But yeah, even with how Raise the Bar came about, like I'll say for that, for Propane, I think I mentioned it in the first episode, where it was Propane was doing a show called The Ultimate Act, and he made a song using that beat. It was Silas's free beats and whatnot. And I was like, man, I could raise the bar and do something better. So Cinderella and them, they thought like, raise the bar. Cinderella and Pinocchio, they had a song called Raise the Bar. Raise the bar, past the ceiling.
This should be like really important because this is the actual phrase.
Yeah,
this
raise
is
the bar. Yeah.
all this is coming from.
So I hadn't heard their song. Yeah, but like I heard it when our song was already. It was about to drop because Kevin took a long time to get back to me with the verse.
Wait, you said Cinderella.
Yeah.
Did they have the same hook?
No. They didn't have the same. They had a hook as Raise the Bar past the ceiling.
Oh, okay.
And it was cute. Yeah, well, like, so
cute
when they heard like Raise the Bar, they thought like we were going at them. Yeah, until they heard this is grown man business. Stick to my bean, keep serving them biscuits. So
Okay.
So
explain that.
Wait, that was in the hook.
Yeah. So okay.
Did you hear that?
Shots! I didn't hear that. I know
Explain that part.
Yeah, I know that. I don't think that needs
Like
explanation.
Kevin, so we're walking up to Kevin from downtown, like, cause I think I was living in St. Michael's. I was walking up to you, like 3. I was with Fab, and on the way, I'm like, okay, Fab, we're just gonna do the song. You're just gonna keep chanting. This is how you raise the bar. Na, 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 na. Then you fill in the blanks. This is how you raise the bar. Fab is like, alright, cool. I got the mandate. Let's rock. We get to the. Oh Lord. So the whole time we're recording, I don't know who's on mic 2, but
I
Our
think it might
sound
be
guy
me.
ruined us. Oh, it's me
Oh,
actually.
it's you.
It's me. Mic 2 was not recorded. It was not put on this whole time. So I'm not sure if that part of the clip
So it's only
even
your
worked.
sound that wasn't caught.
Yeah. So we might not have my audio at all. So I'm not even sure how to feel about this.
Do you want to start specifically somewhere in the story?
I'm
So hard.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Okay, let's just keep it going. So we come up, we do the raise the bar song. Uh, I tell Fab the hook, chant, do that, blah blah blah. So we get to Kevin. I send him the beat, tell him the hook. That we just had the chant then, like okay, no words in between. So I think it was like a weekend. Then I see Fab like on a Monday or Tuesday. Fab has the hook, like the words in between, and he's saying that. Now there was a little commotion or friction between me and Propane,
Okay.
and I spoke to Fab about it. So Fab took a jab. He was like,
Oh
"Man, that's
man.
your because."
No
Oh no.
way.
So Fab took a jab. That's where this is grown man business. Dick to mug and bean.
Keep
Yeah,
serving
Keep
them
same.
serving
Yeah,
biscuits.
yeah.
biscuits.
That's why I was like,
Hectic.
oh,
Yeah.
heavy.
So
Hectic.
when that happened, I didn't really. Yeah. So then I had to write the first verse because Kevin was not coming through, and we were doing an event at that time
Yeah.
that the song was going to
Well,
debut
do
at.
you remember the timeline? What was happening? Why
Dude, I
weren't you
don't like.
available?
Did I really take that long?
Yeah, you did.
What was going on?
Shit, I don't
You did. You
remember.
took forever.
Were you still in Extension 3 that time?
No,
No, you weren't. I
no.
think that was the thing. It was because I remember writing the verse. The problem I think was we never recorded. I never recorded my verse.
Yeah, because I was
Yeah,
trying.
I
I'm
I
sure I
want to
tried
know
to hit you up.
why.
Huh?
I want to know why. What was going
I
on?
don't even remember. Like I think it was I don't know a distance thing. I don't know because I remember distinctly right because when you play that beat for me, I was like, shit, this beat is hot, bro.
Hmm.
It's hot. The hook is hot, and I was like, keen. I remember didn't take me that long to write that verse. Boy, it didn't take me that long to write that verse.
So
So
you
I
you
think,
did write a verse.
yeah, I did. I just
My
don't remember it.
goodness.
I probably recorded it on my
Yeah.
phone, me spitting the verse.
Yeah.
That this is like what 10 years ago, six, 7 years
10
ago,
years ago, no.
6, 7.
It was 2013.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2012, 2013, probably. Like, yeah, but yeah, you missed out then. But it became like this whole thing that took a life of its
Yeah.
own,
Yeah.
to the point that now we're back here with the podcast, with the whole movement that's like raised the
Still
bar.
the
'Cause,
same movement
yeah,
Raise
that
the
started
bar.
it all.
Yeah.
Raise the bar.
yeah,
Straight up.
in
Straight
which you
up.
missed the boat the
We still
first time.
have
The
to
first
bring
time.
propane in the show.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Ah,
maybe
yes, I
you
feel like.
can still bring up the origin of Raise the Bar with him.
Man,
Oh,
this.
discuss fella from the other side.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. No, he's been wanting to come on
definitely.
and like share
Definitely.
Oh
his side of the
man,
story.
He is, I
Well,
don't know, the muse.
with the views.
He's the
Nah.
muse, bruh. For
Yeah,
real.
okay,
that
so
is true.
propane aside and all that, what have you been doing like music wise?
Yeah,
What are you
please.
known to do? Because you're one of the most meticulous writers and rappers that's out there. But I wouldn't say there's a body of work that I've come across. There's actually another song that I heard that I did a verse for, Akre, and it was like, no, Kev is supposed to come and drop a verse here. And I'm like, where is he? Like, I'm out here, I already left my verse, and you haven't pulled through and did that too. So, what's up with you and the music?
What's up with you and pulling out? What's going on?
Uh,
Oh, he did mention he ain't got no kids.
Ah, okay.
oh shit!
All right.
Oh, the pull-out game strong.
Yeah, everywhere.
It
Music.
extends
It extends.
across barriers. Nah, dog. Okay, so yeah, I know it's true. Um, I don't have a body of work per se out there in the public sphere, but I think that's mostly from me being. I don't want to say a perfectionist because that sounds so pretentious, but like like okay, there's that aspect.
Uh
There's
huh.
also the aspect of situations in life not being like conducive because like you have this idea in your head about what it is you want to do,
And
and then
how? Oh,
and how
yeah,
and all of that. Yeah,
yeah,
but it's all in your head. It's there. It's just like as you try to maneuver through those spaces that you need to get into,
yeah.
you find that like there's like structural, there's like
Boundaries.
boundaries, and
Yeah,
then there's certain crucial
yeah.
conflicts that happen.
I mean, if you don't have the resources at the time, you can't do it the way you pictured
You
of
know,
doing it.
so
So I
so
understand that.
yeah. So
But
for me, it's
Go hard or go home.
exactly. So for me, it was always a thing of the music. I never wanted to just do it purely as an artist or a rapper or whatever. I always liked I'll say the business side of it, the economics of entertainment or music or
Yeah,
arts and culture, the politics behind it
yeah,
per se. Yeah, bro. So that coming up like as an artist, you go through cycles,
yeah,
where you create. Maybe you say you convince yourself you got a project together, and then you want to drop it. Now you start hitting up against the boundaries of the industry of
yeah,
like
yeah.
the economics, the realities. It's okay, you're gonna drop it, but like
For
up until
who?
very
For
recently, let's not talk about now, but like just since let's say from 2015 going backwards,
uh-huh.
how can you drop realistically with CDs? What you gonna press CDs? How many of those are you gonna get out? You're gonna get onto radio. We all know you need to pay. And do
I
you have
mean,
that?
some artists I'd say work in tandem with those two departments where
Mm.
they have to fix this part, the admin part, and work on the craft at the same time.
So
So
that's
that
that.
at
Yeah,
least
that's
when you drop, you're dropping and everything is sorted.
so for me. That's
Was
that's
that the struggle, having to do both sides of the
exactly
coin?
exactly. So the structure of where we are geographically, being the South Coast,
Yeah,
it's the reality is it's a small place. So up until very recently, because everything has gone digital,
yeah,
so we can talk about those aspects. But
mm,
up until the very recent past,
yeah,
it's been like you have to go to a certain place
yeah,
in order for you to take your music to the next
yeah,
level, which could be going to Joburg, going to
yeah.
Durban, going to Yabo, that whole aspect.
Follow up
So
question is:
mm,
has anything changed now that times have changed? Some of
mhm,
these things are more accessible now.
mhm.
Would you be willing to try and put something up again?
No, for sure. So like where I might not be putting out
Yeah,
output in terms of artistic output,
yeah.
I've been at the same time educating myself in the mechanics behind
Oh
the
yeah, oh
scenes
yeah, oh yeah,
as it pertains to entertainment, as it pertains to music, the artist industry relationship. Yeah,
yeah.
but so for me, that process has caused me to what some people would call slack in my music,
Okay,
and yeah, but like yeah, so like so you could say I slacked in my music in that aspect because I saw Gucci. It doesn't help to keep going around in these same circles.
okay.
You have to stop at some point and understand what it is you are lacking in your understanding, and then try to understand that, and then come back. Yabo.
don't you feel like to a point you overthinking the process? And
Cool.
that sort of like gets to, because I know with a lot of us, like our generation, we have that issue of we are too informed
Mm.
about what the game requires from you, or what it takes for you to break into it, that you always hold back up until you get all those cards, all your
Yeah,
ducks in a row, so you don't drop the whole time because you like, so you
yeah. And
fire.
even for me, it was
Mm.
that same
Yeah.
struggle because the bar was so high, or I projected the bar so high that every time I'd have something, I feel like it's not enough for me to drop it in the industry, especially.
Yeah, no, definitely. It is partly overthinking the whole
Yeah,
process,
it is.
which is something all creatives, I feel like, or
Yeah.
most creatives fall into.
People put
So,
their work out there using less now
mm.
and still make it and break. You
and
know, you
then
start on TikTok, you do a
yeah, you know what
little
I'm
one,
saying?
two, three, and
Like
then all of
social,
a
yeah,
sudden someone
you
hits you up,
trending.
manje kula celebs manje, and they're like, "Yo, I want to put this kid on studio." Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I feel like the accessibility now is a lot.
exactly.
It's a lot easier.
That's why I was saying that like right now it's
Mm.
different because it's all gone digital. So geography doesn't matter. It's all about
Yeah,
relevance in the cloud,
yeah,
basically up there in the ether. If you can penetrate, excuse me, through the noise of everything that's going out there
okay.
with something and grow your audience, then like it won't matter where you're from. It doesn't
It
matter
really
now. I
does.
think
Yeah,
right now we only, this is like since basically COVID and the lockdowns
yeah.
last year basically shut everything down. And so it's like the world before COVID
Mm.
and the world now.
Yeah, we've certainly, I'd say, evolved
Mm,
because of that little gap that
yeah.
made us work in a different way, and now going back is like redundant. We
Redundant,
know how
exactly.
to do it
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, it sort of reset the game. Like for me
Yeah.
personally, even with my life, I was like, it felt like the gap was wide, for you to catch up.
Mm.
But now it sort of closed
Yeah,
the
it's
whole
that
gap, and
bar
you're
that
like,
we
okay,
projected.
okay,
Yeah.
nah. Now that we're running, like we're gonna see who gets there first. Even if they get there first, it doesn't mean that I lost
Mm.
because I'm
Yeah.
running my own race
Yeah.
at my
Yeah.
own pace.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, if cause like I've been educating myself in the whole digital marketing, social media marketing space, and I've been like researching and like looking at how digital marketing as it pertains to entertainment. And a thing that I'm noticing is that like South African culture actually sells quite easily
Mm,
overseas.
mm,
Like it
Definitely.
translates quite easily and broadly
Yeah.
to a wide mix of like overseas people,
Yeah.
and that is like an untapped resource that we can,
Mm.
as we move forward, tap
Mm.
into more and more,
Mm.
in the sense that like if you go to YouTube, bro, there's like people in America who react literally only to South African
Yeah.
content,
Yeah. True.
and they've built up like
True.
whole channels on YouTube just reacting of South African content. Just that interaction that they get from South Africans when they react to South African content tells them, "Yo, I need to do more,"
And
and then
that's,
they end up
yeah, and
doing
that's what
more and more and
artists
more.
should think now. They should
Mm,
not only enclose themselves here locally, but
exactly.
think, Uguti, I could be big in Indonesia
Yeah.
because their sound, and my
Exactly.
sound are almost.
now, as far as I know you, Kev, like you, I don't want to say you rapidy rap, but you rap, yeah, but
Mm.
like, do you think your sound, or like, doesn't your sound borrow more from the states and whatnot? So, what are the South African elements that you'd be able to sell across the pond?
Okay, I hear that.
Okay. No, I understand that question, but I've never thought of it
Mm.
in that sense, me personally.
Mm,
Because one, music is universal.
mm,
So you like what you like, whether like,
mm,
yeah, well, you like what you like, you don't like what you don't like, yeah, well. So, and for me, the thing is, like the way, okay, my upbringing is like more like Model C, ne?
mm.
So,
We're there
'cause-
with you. We're there with
Yeah.
you, man. We're
yeah,
there
you
with
know what I'm saying.
No
So
shame.
for
you.
me,
Model K.
yeah.
Yeah, boy.
So for me, it's like reality is the language I speak most well is English, more than my own so-called native tongue.
Yeah.
Yabon. And that's just a result of circumstance and you know
Mm,
life situations. I didn't choose it to be like that.
mm,
That's just how it came out.
mm,
So when I started rapping, naturally I started rapping in English.
mm,
So for me, it's not a distinction though, because it's not about the language of the message. It's about the message or the vibe that you're trying to project.
mm,
Yabon.
mm,
So for me, rapping in my own language, it's it's important in a sense.
mm,
Yeah, but it is important.
Mm.
That is important. That's why
mm,
I vibe so much with all Os Java,
mm,
like Black Diamond, like those guys, or Mnobias,
mm,
or like those guys, you know, like they really keep it true to the essence
Yeah.
while bringing it into the modern, yabo.
Mm.
And that's great, bro. I love that. So that's them. Me personally, me who I am, my perspective is a little different. What I'm trying to
Yeah.
project is a bit different. The messages I'm trying to project are more universal. So I'm because like you said, I rap.
Mm.
So I'm trying to have as the most number of people understand what I'm saying
Mm.
as possible. So that's always been my perspective. So I understand the question, but for me, like I don't feel the pressure.
Yeah.
But in a time where it seems like, the thing is, I don't want to add like a negative connotation
Okay.
to what I'm saying. Like where the rap, even though Gigi Lemaine a couple of days made a video on Instagram saying she's leaving South African hip hop. She's got a song with King Monada. We've seen Casper saying like Uzobia Small and and Ricky and
Hip
them.
hop is
Everyone,
dead. They say hip hop is dead,
yeah,
basically.
like nah.
Right?
Now the thing is, everyone feels like Iwe Vihambayo is the piano wave because you can rap on there, but like my big problem is most of the music I listen to isn't dance music, so it doesn't really translate well to me. I like music that speaks to me, and they can speak to you on a piano song, but sometimes you're not in that vibe to hear that message. Yeah, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So like my question would be like, how do you feel like you connect to the masses as opposed to if you're looking at the numbers realistically within this country,
Mm.
piano is on top. Be aside there from Omaskand and Abo gospel in which they don't really look
Yeah, we
at it
leave them
as yeah,
apart. Gospel, Maskandi, traditional music, you leave
yeah,
that apart. We
yeah,
talk about trends. That's
yeah,
the staples.
yeah,
That's always there.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So no, like my personal opinion of niggas jumping on trends is, like do it, bro. Because at the end of the day, niggas gotta eat.
Mm,
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. So let's not be too idealistic about
mm,
how we feel about certain things.
Yeah.
Let's also be realistic. Niggas gotta eat. They got bills to pay, you know?
mm,
So if they need to make a piano song, if that's what they want to do, they should be free, know to do it.
mm,
So in another, like, for me personally though, I don't see myself ever like jumping on a piano song, and like mass appeal is one aspect of the industry,
Mm.
you know, or like that you can try go for mass appeal, or you can try create your own niche.
mm,
Yeah, but
Okay.
one seems easier than the other, but
Yeah.
if you actually look down on it, it's like the better route is to create your own niche
mm,
that
Nice.
sticks with you throughout.
Yeah.
mm,
Yeah, bro.
Because it's
And
what you know, man.
yeah.
You know. I mean, only recently started rapping in Vernac as well, so
Mm.
I'd say I folded, to be honest,
Yeah.
because I folded towards the pleasing
No,
the
you
masses.
you shouldn't see it as folding because we all at different places in our journeys. Like
Mm.
so, maybe
But I think at
creative
my yeah,
in your
I
creative
wanted to
journey,
reach more
yeah, you know what
people.
I'm.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's fine. That's totally
Mm.
okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but just as long as it's okay with you,
Yeah.
yeah, but as long as it's real to you, then that's fine.
Okay. Let me not use folded. Let me.
Yeah, that's not the
Yeah.
right word I would use. Explode. You
Yes.
know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's maybe a better word. So, yeah, like for me, I also like it's not like having written verses where I go into vernac. I do actually, like I have and I do. So that's why for me, I said it's like it's not a big deal for me, dog. Like, cause I don't put that pressure on me to hey manja, I have to, yabon, meling
Yeah.
rapping vernac,
mm.
cause yabon, no, like I do it cause I want to, so it comes out natural.
Okay.
Drop some nice bars, some nice
Has a
bars.
rapper ever said I didn't drop bars that were nice?
Hey, hey,
Like,
never
wow,
heard it. That's the first thing I said when I walked in.
Mm.
Okay,
Um,
so who do you work with around in the coast? Because
Um,
you've done like if I'm not mistaken, you like on the Blood and Water soundtrack, yeah, boy.
what? That's
Wonder
Blood
news,
and Water
though.
soundtrack.
That is news.
wait, Blood and Water.
Am I not mistaken that you on the Blood and Water
Who
soundtrack?
who who was who was? Oh, My bad. I'm thinking you're talking about a mixtape from back in the
Oh,
day or
no, no,
something.
no.
No, Blood and Water. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
nigga. I'm
Yeah,
like
no,
thinking,
Pella,
what's it,
like,
like
we're
I
talking
just
about.
checked the soundtrack. Am I losing my mind? Was it somebody else?
Yeah, I know. Like, so we were on the soundtrack for the Netflix series,
Nice.
Blood and Water, which is actually also a series that's directed by a South Coast individual like Unosipo Dumisa.
Do, do, do,
Yeah,
do.
bro.
Is it
Shout out
boo,
to
boo,
So
boo, boo,
her.
do, 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 do? I don't
Shout
know,
out to
man.
her.
yeah, mad shout out
Yeah.
to her. Yeah. So I went to school with her, and so it's like real cool to see someone you saw went to school. I mean, you went to school with, and you saw they did drama, they were artistic, and now they're out
And
there.
it actually makes
Yeah,
the arts paid. And
so it's really cool. So anyway, we got a chance to be on the soundtrack. There's a song that I'm featured on by Ufezagile, Dumisa. Shout out to him. Through Honest Decibels. They do publishing. So we did the song with Ufezagile. We go back, way back in the day. We grew up together, basically. Like,
Yes, yes.
yeah. So put me on a song, did a verse on it, and excuse me. So through his publishing company, he pitched it to the producers of Blood and Water, and they liked the song, so they ended up making the cut. So yeah, I'm on season 2, the soundtrack.
Yes,
So
yes.
that's pretty cool, and the
This
nice
guy's
thing.
already got a nicer resume than me.
Yeah, no, that it's cool, and the best aspect of it for me personally is the fact that it's like it's a whole lot of South Coast.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's a
yeah.
whole lot of South Coast in it, different from the artists who made the song to the
Yo,
people
do
who
people know
recorded it,
this?
who mixed and mastered
My
it,
God.
who published it, who pitched it, who directed the set. Like, it's like whole South Coast,
Aibo,
and it's like,
Sibakulu.
we like South Coast is major, bro. People we just take ourselves lightly.
Mm,
It's just we major. If you understood the people
mm.
who are actually from the South Coast that are actually doing big
Yeah,
things.
I'm actually pretty close with like most
Yeah.
of them. Yeah. Abo
Yeah.
Jessica,
Mm.
Abo,
Yeah.
why not? I mean,
Yeah.
they
Niggas,
broke
niggas.
out.
Yeah.
They broke out
So
like
so
that.
yeah, bro. For me, that was the best thing about that whole thing. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, and I enjoyed working on that song because it's a pretty cool song. So
So
hopefully we'll be doing a video pretty soon,
Oh,
you
okay.
should.
putting it out.
Okay.
You
Okay.
should. You
Yeah.
should.
Oh, you listen to it?
But yeah, I listened to it. Like
What you think?
it was dope. It was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to listen to the whole soundtrack, but it had like 38 or 30 something songs. I'm like,
Yeah. I haven't even listened to the whole
okay,
soundtrack
okay, wait.
yet.
Let me
The
just
whole
listen
yeah.
to the people that I
'Cause-
know for now.
Yeah.
I'll come back for the
There was
others.
also Kaz was on the first season. I'm not sure if he's on the second season. I know Kaz, another homie of mine who raps.
Yeah, no,
South
we're
oh
is he?
Impet.
Let me just ask: is he the same Kaz that was in the Hustle?
The hustle.
Yeah, the Hustle. There was a Vuzu TV show called
Oh
The
man,
Hustle
I'm
with
not
oh,
sure.
AKA No to Me,
I
where
don't
they
know.
collect cats.
I don't remember there being a South Coast homie on the
Oh,
hustle.
okay, okay, it's not
I,
the same Kaz.
yeah,
Okay, my
yeah,
bad.
I'm not sure though. I'm not sure. I'm not
Okay,
sure.
so we speak of all these great things that people from the South Coast are doing. What would you say is stopping most people from breaking through? That like because there's a handful of us who are out there, but
Yeah,
there could
it's
be more if you walk these streets and you're around
we
like
are such a good
where
example.
yeah.
Yeah. Um, it's the economics stuff. It's plain and simple. It's the economics of realities, and when you talk about economics, you talk about realities. Like I said, niggas up until very recently, niggas have had to move to Joburg or bigger cities to realistically pursue. Yeah, but
That's always
they have
been
to,
the
yeah, but they
story.
have to go blow up from another place. They
Yeah.
can't blow up. They couldn't. I
Mm.
don't want to say can't. They couldn't blow up from the South Coast, being the South Coast as the South Coast. So when we can take it to the level where we're blowing up as the South Coast.
At the South Coast.
At the South Coast,
That's
while
the
doing
important part.
South Coast things
Yeah, in South Coast.
on the South Coast, and show, and just the only difference would be we're showing everyone. Because like for me, so recently, uh, through a series of conversations that I had with a friend of mine, like he's also a creative, Yabon, producer, makes beats, also songwrites and all of that. So a good friend of mine, I went to school with him. So we spent a couple years just talking about like, yo, South Coast, like just like the potential that it has to be a cultural, to be culturally relevant out there, yabon. As the same way, like in the way that Otira and Socks and all those guys made Durban relevant as Durban, the culture of Durban, yabon.
The thing is, they stayed. When they
No,
blew
no,
up,
yeah,
they
yeah,
stayed.
that's what I'm saying.
Whereas some of the South Coast people, when they blow up, they move.
Yes, that's
Instead of
the whole conversation that we're having, Wuti. Like, yeah, about the disparity of where we are and
But
other places. So we started looking at solutions because it's all good and well to,
discuss a problem.
you know, smoke some weed and discuss a problem. You can do that all day, yabo. So in terms of coming up with solutions and problem solving, and also another thing that sparked our conversation was when the Jazz Fest was still on, Ugu Jazz Fest, and we were looking at the whole thing and we are like, yo, bruh, so much more could be getting done with this whole Jazz Fest. You know what I mean? So we looked at how it was done and we felt, oh, there's a lot more that could be done. Just in terms of using it as a catalyst to launch, like, as using it as a platform to launch South Coast artists and placing the South Coast as a relevant place. Because jazz festivals can be huge if it's well run. If you build it year on year on year. And the Jazz Fest happened for 10 years straight.
yeah.
So it could have been at a whole totally different place if it was built on properly. So
Instead, what's happening is it's known for having these events, these huge events, but the only difference is we're bringing the talent from the
yes,
outside,
yeah,
whereas we're not showing what we have on the inside
yeah.
already.
So people come, they see the South Coast, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
They book a venue, they book a whole bunch of big artists, and they, you know, put a big stage there, and they make their money, and
And
that's
leave.
fine.
Okay, there
That's
are
fine.
some local artists who are on those stages.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about
No,
that?
no,
Like,
no. They are local artists, dog. And that's why I was about to say, Uti, that's fine because there'll be local artists, but it's not a platform for local artists. There's
Okay,
nothing
they
on
bring
this.
it here.
Yeah, they bring it here, and that's easy because South Coast is a venue itself. It's a holiday destination itself, so it'll always be conducive to big events.
Yeah.
So the fact that they aren't one, they aren't that many. Yeah, bro. Jazz Fest was Jazz Fest, and then what? Yeah, bro. So it's not been an environment that's been conducive for us as creatives. Let's be real. Yeah, bro. So now though, I feel like it's up to you, bro. Like it's really changed because as I was saying, like when me and my friend we came up with the solution of starting a holiday booking
Yes. Okay.
site platform, yabon, for the South Coast, yabon. And then with that holiday booking, bring in the event side, where now we are answering the why. We've answered the where do you want to go, South Coast? Why? We're giving you the why.
Okay.
Because we will if we curate events that draw people in and that we're already drawing people in valid because
Yeah.
they're booking.
Yeah.
Now we're saying, hey, while you're here, there's going to be on a Thursday night a poetry session at Zuri Beach.
Nice. Okay.
Yabon.
Okay.
Tickets are like this, or you paid and
Oh,
includes your
okay.
tickets. Yabon.
Okay.
So now, or on a Friday night, there's Afro Tech Fridays at Zuri Beach. I'm just using Zuri Beach
Yeah,
as an
yeah,
example. I'm not promoting it. Yabo. There's Afro
How
Tech
much do they
Fridays
pay
at
you?
yeah?
How much do they pay
To
you?
say this.
No, okay, fine. There's Afro Tech Fridays at Senzi's.
Okay.
Yabon.
How much are they paying you? Okay.
This
Yeah,
nigga's plugging up. We need
He's
sponsors.
plugging a whole
I'm sorry,
town.
dog. I'm sorry.
Some
I'm
of them
sorry.
need
I'm
money,
sorry.
bro.
Yabon.
Like-
Okay, cool.
Okay,
I
I'm
won't
joking,
mention
I'm joking.
names.
Keep
I won't
going.
mention names. So, Yabo, so it's like if you can give the people the reason why come
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then
Yeah.
once you have that ecosystem of standard events that I have in a month, as a high level South Coast artist, that there are 3 or 4 places you're gonna get booked at on the South Coast. There's like now you're starting to
Oh,
create
okay.
the
Okay.
economy
Nice.
behind
Okay.
Yeah.
the whole entertainment aspect.
Okay.
Now people are coming on a holiday getting something that they wouldn't get anywhere else.
Yeah. It's
Because
a
the
shippy
poets you
thing.
hear there,
It's a
it's a
South
South
Coast
Coast thing.
thing.
It's South
Yeah.
Coast poets. They hear Omake, Bokuba, Labalov, proper
That's
or
how you
talent,
bring
like
them up.
and then they're getting to perform in front of people from all over the country. They're
Makes
going back, they're telling people. And
yeah.
then once we start getting our social media side
This is
perfect,
brilliant.
they start picking us up with no, I
Hey,
saw.
hey, hey, hey. Don't share too much. That's your IP right there,
Yo,
bro.
that
Yeah,
is
Don't
a
share
huge
too much.
IP, dude.
I'm
What?
like, I want to hear more, but at the same
yeah,
time,
no,
I'm like,
like
Don't
so.
give too much.
don't give too much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, not to give away too much, but like, yeah, that's basically what we conceptualize and are currently in the
But
process
that's
of.
actually quite dope. I always say like, okay, not always. There are some stupid ones. I always say, hip hop probably has some of the smartest fans, uh, because just to follow the music and understand what's being said, the language, the codes, the metaphors,
Needs a
all that.
huge.
Intellectually, you
Yeah.
have to be up there. So that's why some of the entrepreneurs that come off the music,
Yeah.
the jiggers, the yays who are in the billies now, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
The those are off the hip hop, yeah, bro. So now with that said, like, how do you guys feel about the is it off the I was looking at the name right now, the off the streets experience, the hip hop battle. We had a mini discussion about it earlier.
Yeah.
Um, like at first, when we spoke about it last week, I was excited. I was like, "Oh, flip!" Like Classified and whoever I got together, and they put up like a bag that's going back into to the culture. It's 10K about that the artist can win, about 5 to the top artist, runner up,
Okay.
3K, then third place gets 2K. Then you find out that it's arts and culture organizing this. Now I don't know how to feel about that without going into too much
Politics.
politics,
Yeah.
because this might offend my political connects. Yeah, well. But since we're there already, like, how do we feel about 10K, bro? 10K to give, like, how many hungry rappers are gonna be there.
Yeah.
There might as well be over. I'm estimating over 50. Yeah, when I look 50, that's me just trying to be, yeah, bro.
Modest. Yeah.
Yeah. So I expect for it to be like way over that number, and they've only got like 10K that they're squabbling for. I don't know. What's your thought behind that? Like how?
I think they thought it was enough that it's 3 prizes, to make up for, I don't know, runner ups, I guess. But it's still, for me, it's not enough considering the number.
Yeah, man. Look, like myself personally, to be honest, I don't expect much to come from the side of like government or anywhere there, like like in the political side of things. I don't expect much like assistance, like real assistance for artists. So for me, yeah, bro. Like I saw the poster. Yeah, it's cool. I love Zagwe and Duncan. I'd actually go to go watch, and
I will
they
be there.
putting yeah
Yeah,
they
no, we're
putting
there.
money up. They putting money up for niggas to win. I just hope it's fairly judged. I just hope it's judged fairly, and that the real winner is the real winner. The real number two is the real number two. Yeah, bon. So that as long as they do that, and the real champion comes out, then
Yeah.
that's fine. That's cool. That means someone who deserved it is gonna be winning it, and that's
Yeah.
5K in their pocket for them to buy equipment to help themselves. Yeah,
Of
but
course.
we need that. Like we need more. We need more
We
of these
definitely need more of
So,
type of
that.
shows.
so
Like we need a series like this. This should be
yeah,
happening every month.
yeah, yeah.
10K should be going up every
Every
month.
month, it's
Then
nothing
niggas
for
would
arts and
be
culture
yeah.
to do that,
It's
especially
absolutely
towards hip
nothing.
hop. Especially
Like
towards hip hop
It
it's
because
the
there
is.
one that
isn't like a
gathers the
Yeah,
hub.
most youth.
Yeah,
Hip hop, like
definitely.
throughout all this time, it's the one that's gathered the most youth, and throughout all this time, it's the one that's gotten the least amount of support.
yes. I've never really thought about it aside from the from Ingoma or clans or whatnot. We did like a cultural day thing where we attended.
Yeah,
Yeah, but at that place, I've never seen so many people, like young people, out on some, unless it was on TV or
yeah,
whatever, or in the rurals where people are just out bazo cleanser, bazo
yes, yes,
shayingoma,
yes, yes.
bazo tiabo.
Where
And
was
I was
this?
like at the Maritime Museum,
Oh yeah, so yeah,
Preshepton, yeah.
Messina and
Yeah.
Begita and all of
So
that.
I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And they were competing there for cash prizes also.
Yeah,
So cool. Now, with hip hop, what you're saying, it's actually true because the only time you're gonna get like a band for piano, for house or whatever, igemnandini, kuyohlanganwa
yeah,
ngokuthi vele we here to drink and have a
yeah,
good time and
Yeah.
whatnot. Hip hop, we actually get together within the creating process, within the ciphers,
yeah.
the commentary, the
Mm.
whatnot. Yeah, but there's a lot
The more,
where we pull into,
yeah,
and the investment in it is actually like minimum to none from our
true.
officials.
True.
Yeah, but
Yes.
True.
so I wouldn't be surprised if in the middle of all that ngangaqhamuka ikhansela lithi hayi ke bese seniyavota phela on the first, yabo, if it's coming from the municipality, like
I mean,
Well,
it is a platform that
well,
they are,
well,
you know,
well.
sponsoring.
yeah.
That's a whole nother
So
aspect of which, yeah, well, I mean, they could be there, like, vote on some, we won't tell you who to vote for, wink, wink.
Yeah, but see
You
what
know,
we just did.
yeah,
A
well, I
little
mean,
10K
we did
away.
this,
Yeah, but,
but, you can vote for who you want,
yeah,
but we did this.
yeah.
So, yeah, dog, like, that's why I'm saying, Mina,
So
it's all political. Like,
so
it's, yeah,
so I did think about this. Like Uzawa has been doing amazing things for KZN
KZN
hip
hip
hop.
hop.
Yeah, but
Yep.
overall,
Yeah.
I'm not mad at him being there. But I did think like we at home at Shonji's home.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's not. He could use a bag too. Well, like, why isn't he on the lineup? Why isn't he amongst the judges for what he's
yo,
done for South Coast hip hop or KZN hip hop at
yo,
large?
that is a good
That's a South
question.
Coast person you should be investing towards. That's just me looking at it from a point of, never mind, Guti, like I endorse what's going on as far as the event and whatnot,
Yeah.
and I have no problem with Zagwe or Duncan at all, but I'm just looking at it from a point of like, hey, why isn't this happening like this? Yeah, well, like, why aren't they involving so and so? Why isn't Mojapu here? Yeah, well, why isn't yeah, well,
Shonji.
and you could just, because they're fine. I doubt that their legacy kids are going to touch that stage, like, or talent or fat. They're not going to be competing, so there's no biasness. Yeah, but they could sit there and judge, because as much as you can say, yeah, you're trying to cover with Tingabiko bias, Uzagwe has worked with some of these guys on the KZN Lockdown Cypher,
Yeah.
yeah, and on the KZN Lockdown mixtape. So he's aware of certain names who will be there performing. So you cannot say you put them on because you are trying to run away from the biasness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Nako Nage, they so I don't know. There's a lot
There's
You see
that
also
goes
the
into.
possibility that
that's
it
the thing.
wasn't put together by someone from the side
Nah,
necessarily.
nah, it was from someone from this side.
No, like that's the thing that like for me has always been my frustration is that we get passed over because
Okay, there's one more thing before you add on.
Okay.
Then I saw a poster that they're judging and they performing at another talent show in Durban, Uzawa Duncan, on the same day. So they're getting a bag from their hometown and they're getting a bag in our hometown.
Yeah.
Our hometown heroes are chilling. So
oh
they're
wait
from there.
wait. You said you see now? You gonna make us go into the
No,
No,
don't go
speak
into it
for
like
them,
okay,
that.
it's
bro.
cool.
It has
It's
nothing to
cool.
do with them. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like, they get
yeah,
acknowledged at home. That's why Durban is successful because every
yeah,
time,
yeah.
even if you see a small time event, if
True.
it's organized proper, there's going to be a logo and municipality to get there and what they've
Okay.
assisted to some point because
True.
they
Yeah.
understand the value it adds to their tourism.
True.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, no, true, dog. And so that's always been our that's in our like problem that we have on the south coast is that we don't get that support. Yabona. So in Durban, because it's a city and they're probably more progressive, they realize with hey, supporting Utira who's shouting Durban, Durban,
Why
Durban out
aren't
there
we
to the
speaking
people.
out? Why
Huh?
aren't we speaking out for the local artists?
Well, we like this is
this is
like
speaking out.
the platform you guys have created. Like
Mm,
this is sort of how we getting to tell our story
mm,
and speak. Just speak our minds and tell our stories as the struggles that we've had as South Coast artists. But for me, and it's also like because I don't expect nothing from government or municipality or anything like that. Like I don't wait for them. Then like we don't have
Just
to
stay on the
wait.
move.
Yeah, bon.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is okay, besides the government, what about these wealthy, I want to say wealthy niggas or wealthy gentlemen on the South Coast who have money? Yabo? Don't they, shouldn't, like, we should be looking at more at them as to say, like, yo, like,
Can you
why aren't you
invest into it?
supporting, like, yabo?
yeah.
Why aren't you doing more to support? Because, like, it only takes a few business people to come together and to start something especially and that's how business people like do what they do. They come together and they decide, yo, this is what we're gonna do, and they do it if they see value in it.
Now, don't you think that's a bit of entitlement towards imali yabantu? At least that's how people might observe it.
No, no,
We're
it's
entitled to their money.
it's here's the thing.
That's how I
Here's the
see
thing.
myself.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I just saw someone get taken the hell out on the soccer field.
Oh,
Yeah, so
hey, let's hope it didn't break that arm. Okay.
yeah, no, that light got hurt. So yeah, my whole thing is okay. I'm looking at it from the business opportunity perspective. It's like
But yeah, okay, no, Quebec.
yeah,
Like I've just got a rebuttal for that also.
uh,
A question actually. Quebec.
it's like this, bro. Like East South Coast is a tourism destination, Val. So people come here. So it wouldn't take that much to develop the entertainment side because it used to be. We used to host the Lawry Awards. We used to host major festivals, New Year's festivals. Like we used to host major things. It's just that people have allowed it to deteriorate because I mean, look, bruh, our roads are full of potholes and like isn't does that deteriorate if we're just being honest on the south coast? Margate downtown is looking like the spaza shops everywhere, barber shops every second, like loan sharks every second shops, like like things are deteriorating, dog. So it's like the South Coast needs reinvestment across the board, beyond just entertainment, across the board, or as the South Coast. So this entertainment industry is just a symptom of the broader, you know, deterioration that is happening in our community and on the South Coast.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I wanted to add on, like, thing is, I'm very forgetful, so that's why I was like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. But do you think there are rappers? How many of the rappers or hip hoppers do you think are ready to even present themselves to investors, where an investor doesn't have to sit here and be like, okay, what's there to sell? Because if I'm a business person and my business, for instance, let's say I run a funeral parlor, yeah, well, because those have a lot of you have a lot of money and whatnot. People died like a lot, yeah, well, so my bad, but but yeah, but yeah. Now I don't have time to go research your industry as to how hip hop functions and whatnot. Now you're
Yeah.
coming to me, you're looking like Ipara and Nungjotu Akula. Yo, so ongevezele like your profile, like what have you done lately? Ithini into yakho or not? How many rappers can actually answer those questions and be able? Because even the guys that we thought were developed, we find out they were being taken for a ride. Like for instance, this week, there's been that thing Get Drip that came out. I don't know what you. Thing is, if I go into the drip story, are you going to be able to finish up there? We'll go into it after this point. Okay, answer this point, then I'll expand on the drip and the bonang.
Oh yeah. Oh sorry, I like.
Oh, you lost. Oh, you
Like I
just want to
like
hear about
yeah.
the drip.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
basically with drip, I'm not. I haven't been following the story, but on Monday they shot and killed the founder. Like the lady was the managing director.
Oh
So
yes, I
it.
did read an
But
article about
now,
that.
before that, or during that whole thing, or around that whole thing, there's a guy that invested 50K in them starting the business. Then apparently they paid him 500K back, but he's still squeezing them. He wants shares
Yeah,
within the
I heard
company.
about that a
Yeah.
couple weeks ago too.
Yeah. So now managing director comes up dead. Wouldn't you link it to that thing? So even the people that we think are successful and are doing well in flourishing in business, there's somebody who's sort of, because at the time you're negotiating a deal or you're looking for an investment, you are desperate. You know, like you're not going to think much of what you're gonna make from this. Yeah, but so when a person who's bigger and is shadier and who's invested in you, and they decide, well, now I want the whole thing back because this thing would not be
And
without
try to
me.
pay you out.
Yo, you see now you've gone
Hectic.
into other aspects of real life though,
Mm.
because this is real life. And the owner of Guamex in Durban,
Uh,
there was an attempted on his
oh
on
yeah,
him.
yeah.
So you don't know who did that. Oh yeah, but so that's like, and also hey, bruh, yeah, bruh, in South Africa things get real. I know in KZN things get real, so I know
Definitely.
in SA things
0 to
get real.
100
Yeah,
real quick.
Okay, I
real
don't know if
quick.
I'm old. Do you remember the song that used to play on Ukos? Ezulu enadali, Ezulu
Uh,
enadali,
yeah,
Ezulu
so I think I remember
enadali,
something.
Batuma isipabu. I was
I think I had, yeah.
gun capital, bro.
Yeah, the gun capital. Yo, uncle's got trunks
Oh,
buried in the
oh,
backyard.
Nice.
Yeah.
jegesi ega mashu se saba ma volo volo ema.
Yeah, I think those are people's
Yeah,
Your age is
remixes.
showing,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
those
bro.
are
Those are
people's
the
remixes. Yeah, yeah.
those are the
Cause
songs
yeah,
back in the day. I was like,
cause it
man,
tells you, dog, like things have been real for a long time, bro.
yeah.
So yeah, dog, like the reality of the industry is that the industry itself is dirty, bro.
Mm.
It is a dirty industry, and
So
it's set up to screw over the artist.
Mm.
So as much as we want that help from business people, and you know, and here's the juxtaposition of wanting help from government.
Mm.
As an artist, you should keep a distance from those in power,
Mm.
because you as an artist, in a way, if you are truly are an artist, one of your duties is to speak truth to power,
Mm. Mm.
and you can't do that when you cozy with.
Yeah, yeah,
Yabo?
yeah.
As an artist, you have to call out some of the things. That's why you can't have Bob Marley talking about the hypocrites and the politicians
Mm.
at the same time he's cozy with Yabo. Like he has to be, you have to
Yeah, but
be
you have
a
to be
certain.
careful at the same
That's
time
that's that's
because
that's what I was
you're
saying.
going to be pulled out the loop.
The juxtaposition of that is
Yeah.
that either you build your own fan base. That's why even in the beginning I was saying there's that mass appeal and the niche. If you build a niche, you're in control. If you go mass appeal, the masses control you. Yeah, bon. So building a niche might take longer, might be a repetitive process. It takes years for you to build up the fan base.
Yeah.
Yeah, bon. But you are in control. They follow you. They don't want any middleman in between you and them. And so that's why like independent artists for me are like, you know, I try to follow them as much as I can and incorporate the ideas that they have, like, because as an artist one of the ways you can do it is to be independent. One of the ways now it's becoming easier is because things are digital now. You can be independent, you can get your music out there, you can shoot your own videos, you can, well, get on social media and put your content out there. And if you keep doing that, and if your content is good enough, you are gonna break through, because people are gonna come buy your content, say, oh, that's good, oh, give it a follow. Every third or fourth person gives you a follow, and then numbers, and then once that you get to a critical amount, there's this thing called the algorithm. The algorithm will start picking you up, and then
Now,
bada bing, bada boom.
You sound like a very smart fella.
Yo.
You look, you sound smarter than you look.
Ah, wow, what a
Okay, I'm
douche.
lying.
You have to
That-
be a dick
But
every
but
time.
but like there also seems to be a lot of you are informed, as you said, you've been studying, you've learning this, and there's a lot of entrepreneurial like spirit coming off you, and I'm like,
Definitely.
okay, so are you in business? What do you do? What do you do on the day to day? Like,
On the day to day, like I said, currently, um, I'm doing a lot of social media management.
mm,
As I also said, we working on our website
mm,
for our holiday booking app.
mm,
We're looking to launch by end of the year.
mm,
So that's what's taken a lot of my time the last couple of months.
mm,
Huh?
I'm also getting involved in agriculture.
mm,
Gonna be doing, or am have been at various points in the past,
mm,
and I am going to be doing currently a lot of projects in agriculture. So yeah, like currently my plans are for the by the end of this year I want to have my website up
mm.
and running. People can book there
Yeah.
all over the south coast. And then obviously the phase after that is running the campaigns on social media,
Mm,
getting the word out there, getting the marketing going
mm.
and all of that. So yeah, that's what's going to be taking up a lot of my time. In between all of that, I'm hoping to do like next year. Like I've been saying this for the past 2 years. I want to drop something like since last year. Then last year lockdown happened, and then the homie I was working with, Ukre, he had to leave. So he was the guy was I was recording at, and he was producing and mixing and mastering for me.
Can I?
So we got a lot of songs in the can, and yeah, well, so I've been saying I want to release, but next year is definitely um, a year that I'm releasing at. I'm working with a few artists in social media, trying to get them, like I've been saying, trying to get them into the now on the
Mm,
social media side, on
mm,
the digital side, trying to help them with that whole aspect. Yeah,
mm.
so yeah, that's me in a nutshell. What I'm busy with, what I'm gonna be busy with
Okay.
coming up.
There's been some talks, internal conversations on Raise the Bar mixtape, so we might have you on there, including all the guests that we've
Yeah.
had on the
Yeah,
show.
Definitely.
no, I'll definitely.
So I
Definitely.
think that would be something cool to do.
Yeah, no,
Now
sure.
we usually, I don't know, Lawry's artist hasn't delivered as yet, or LB.
Yo.
Like
From last
otherwise,
week.
you were supposed to pick an artist too, to go head to head with my pick. I think let's do that now.
Head to head, like what do you
So
mean?
so we get a beat from a producer,
Right.
third party. You vouch for an artist. It has to be somebody who has the means to recording, or you can
Yeah.
assist it. That
And someone from the
it's
coast,
yeah,
obviously.
someone from the coast.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll vouch for an artist, and they'll do songs on the same beat. Yeah, well, a song and a hook. Then we'll get the people to vote on which is the song is better. Since Lawry is a mutual party, he can have a vote. Then the producer can have a vote. So, yeah, that's the competition we currently have going, and we want to put together like a package. There's supposed to be like if both both talent and Manyuza's artist didn't do anything. Instead, Manyuza came out with Izamutu versus Manyuza. I'm like, this nigga, Izamutu hasn't taken care of him versus Unduzul. And yelled, this nigga. So, Lawry and LB,
Yeah.
they were supposed to, I don't know what's going on there.
Were we given a due date
Yeah, it was supposed to be like a
before?
2 day thing. Like,
Okay.
it's not supposed to be like a whole
I
month
only
or a
started
week.
speaking with my artist after the 2 days, but yeah, he's definitely down with the idea. I gave him the beat. I'm
Yeah.
just waiting on him to hit me back.
Damn these niggas. So, are you willing? Do you know like a killer that you can vouch for
Uh
like
huh.
that?
I got killers.
Okay.
Oh snap!
Shit. What?
Okay.
If I don't do anything, I know South Coast artists, bro. If there's
Yeah,
one thing I do, is know
Oh,
South
should we
Coast
start with
artists.
your top five or start with your pick?
yeah. I was about to say that.
Let's start with the pick. So, what type
Okay.
of beats is it? Like, can you give me a
Uh,
clue?
No.
So I know,
It's,
no,
it's,
but I
it's
know,
random.
So
Nah,
he's
It's
going to
random.
get.
I wasn't
can't be.
given a choice with
Huh?
my artist. It was
Nah,
just
bro,
thrown at me.
I can't like have a guy in mind who's like a gangster rapper,
Hey,
and then
man.
it's like
That's
some
the art of
trappy
it. You have to
ass.
pick someone you know who can just rock anything at any time. You know, you don't have to plan. That's how I got blindsided too. But
Nah, bro,
I'm
I'm trying to
happy
not get
because
blindsided. I'm
my
trying to
pick
not
can
get
do
blindsided.
anything.
Okay,
That's why.
all right, damn, shit. You got the #1 draft pick in the
Uh-huh.
lottery.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
he's going to have to pull up with the beat. So I don't know either.
Yeah.
So
It
I don't
depends
know
on
either.
also the producer, right?
Yeah.
Who's the
Yeah.
producer? At least tell me.
The producer
Does it have to be
for
a
the past
different
one,
one?
it can be a different one.
Okay.
It can be a different one.
Who's the producer?
For mine, it was
No,
Snake.
Snake.
for
Uh,
this one.
For
For
this
I
one,
don't know, he's picking the producer.
I'm picking.
Yeah. I'm competing, so I cannot pick. It's me
Oh, you
versus
Yeah, now
pick.
him.
say
Like,
the number of the producer now. Let it be Snake again.
All right, yeah, please.
Alright, cool.
okay, you said Snake.
Please, yeah.
Okay.
You want to hit him up?
You gonna have to hit him up. Like,
Of course, of course.
okay, no, I'm just asking for a
No,
beat. I can
you
hit him
have.
up. I
Yeah,
can hit
yeah.
him up. I'm just asking for a
You
beat
have to
anyway.
say
But
your pick
don't be
first.
picky, because
Okay.
now he's a Kalago vele. Don't be like
Okay.
Nyland.
No.
You know?
I'm picking Sibs.
Oh,
Killerverse.
okay, snap. All right.
Sibs. Who's Sibs?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
That's my gunner.
I got
Just-
chillers in the
All
streets.
right, let's hear him.
Who you got?
We're chinchillas in the heat.
Oh,
I got my homemade RG Rule.
Okay, Archie Rule versus Killerverse.
okay. All right.
Okay, Spitter. Oh, I could have asked Spitter for a beat.
He still makes beats.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, nah.
I thought he wasn't accessible to any.
He can. He still
Oh,
makes
okay.
beats.
Oh, that way.
So what we doing? South Coast top 5. Dead or alive? Because I done killed most of these niggas.
I got killers that are dead
I'm
now.
iffy about that.
Okay, not dead or alive.
Yeah,
Alive.
yeah, alive. 'Cause, like, really.
Do we know how many rappers
It's
we know
not
that
Brooklyn,
actually?
dog.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
we
you
don't
know,
really know a lot of
yeah.
people that passed on anyway.
Well, who are dope anyway. Maybe a whack rapper or two. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah.
I'm not that guy.
Okay.
I'm really a nice guy. I'm iffy about talks of top 5s.
Why?
I mean, even if
No,
there's
like-
no, order to
No.
it.
Can I explain?
Okay.
Can I
Pick your
explain?
top 5
Can I explain?
without any order. so
No,
it's not
hey,
controversial like
can
that.
I explain myself?
Why you gotta explain? Because
It's like,
Explain,
huh?
explain that.
No,
It's fine.
like guys, it's like okay, top 5 I don't have in terms of number 1, number 2, number 3.
No, that's what
I
we're
have,
avoiding.
I've-
You show
yeah.
me
We're
your
saying
best
top 5, your
Your
favorite.
favorites.
Favorites, yeah, favorites. Short. My favorites, guys, I like. Okay, I don't know if there's even 5. There's Mhlengi. I think Mhlengi, the lyricist, is nice.
Do you know him, Kuss?
No.
Does he go by Mhlengi the lyricist? Okay.
He's my cousin, actually. So
The
Therefore,
lyricist.
it's him. Therefore,
had to
it's
shout
him.
out. Nah, for real, though, jokes aside, he's dope. RG Rule,
Of course.
right? RL Jones, M Kid is nice.
It's 4.
I feel like Talent is no, I wouldn't define him just as a rapper. He's more of an all-round artist, but he does have bars, you know.
Yeah.
So I put him in that aspect.
Okay. That's your 5.
Did I say 5 already?
Yeah.
Ima, let me.
You can shout out the rest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me
Honorary.
think.
Yeah. You can
Honorary.
replace me. The list.
I'm trying to think, bro. Kaz, yeah. I forgot to mention Kaz. Kaz is nice. It's real nice.
I hadn't heard him when I made my top 5.
Sis, when
Yeah.
did you hear him?
Quite
The day
recently.
that you sent me the song.
Yeah. We'll play. I
told me
introduced
about
him
it.
to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kaz, he was also on the Blood and Water soundtrack, the first season. So he's real nice. I feel like if I was an investor, like a guy like Kaz for me is like, or like acoustically, he's the finished product, dog. You just gotta come in with the money, which is the branding, which is what the money is for. Because you have to brand this thing that you have. Yeah, bon? Polish it and make it sellable. But in terms of just acoustically and the sound and his whole maturity in how he writes, bruh,
This nigga had a whole list of people and stores to endorse today.
yeah, no, for real, dog. So yeah, those are the guys. Oh yeah, there's you, Kuss. Yeah,
Killer
man.
K.
Yeah.
K.
You would have deleted
Sorry.
this footage.
I didn't expect that shout out.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Nah,
Okay,
dog,
no,
for real,
no,
for real.
You know what?
Yeah,
man,
no.
I'm in everybody's top 5.
I respect
Okay.
I respect your hustle, bro.
Shout out.
Yeah, man, you've always been a nigga who pushes and who I respect in that aspect of just thinking about it like I said, thinking about art broadly and economically and politically and realistically. Yeah, well, so hence why niggas is out here doing what they're doing. Yeah, well, so
Can brush his ego some other time. You said
Wow.
also me. Right here, dog.
I'm sorry, but you all part of this, dog. You all part of this. So yeah, what you guys are doing is cool.
Yeah,
I
shout
dig
out.
it. This is part of how the South Coast gets to the place that we all know it needs to be at. Yeah, well, so step by step.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. I don't think there's anything left besides for you to drop those bars.
Oh, there's bars to be
There's
dropped.
bars to be dropped.
I'm so glad I did get to.
Huh?
Huh? What?
You didn't get to. Why do I feel? I didn't remember
Hey man, it's a
watching
new
anyone else
segment.
drop
You
bars.
never got
It's
that
a new
far.
segment.
You know, and
It's
we
a new
have to
segment.
respect.
Oh
We have
my
to
God.
respect. Let's go.
What, for real? It's just
Yeah,
because like,
you're just like
nah,
8 bars,
B.
man.
These niggas, you gonna catch me off the.
Yeah, no, I'm so glad that I didn't get to have to do that on my episode because I would have bombed. I would have said, Yasin, y'all picked the wrong
I
one.
just had to make sure the stage was set.
Or is it?
Are you ready?
No, bro. Like, nah, dude. Like,
Nah,
So
just
just-
drop like anything. Like we're not saying freestyle. I'm sure you got
Yeah.
a verse in the chamber.
that
Yeah, well, you
still
one of
ready to
those.
go.
You're one of those.
Ah.
Yeah, well, I never have no verses, but I know you do.
Okay.
His palms are sweaty.
Knees weak.
Arms are
Arms are
heavy.
heavy.
Vomit
Yeah.
on his sweater already.
Mom's spaghetti. Yeah, dog. You guys, fuck you guys for this.
Yeah.
First and foremost, as Jay-Z once said to Kanye, fuck you, Kanye. First and foremost.
Jay West.
Yeah, bro. So, just a little verse. No beat, no nothing. Nah, it's
Nah.
fine.
That's
Yo, goes like this. Yo, it's kind of crazy how the struggle made me. I've been a hustler ever since I was a little baby. I came out the womb, told my mama I'll be making money soon. Quick, come up broke by May and rich by June. Royal air, young prince, born without a silver spoon. But now the wheel is turning, so I forced them all to make some room. My mind works with the sharpness of a guillotine. Real nigga, fake man is something that I've never been. It's funny how these fake niggas wanna act now. I'll give them the script. I said,
Bring
That's
it back.
what's
Bring
up.
it back.
Bring
Bring
it
it
back,
back, bro.
though.
Bring it back.
Yo,
We're listening.
no, you
heavy,
gotta cut that
rocky.
out. Okay, wait. Let me just go
Realistic.
do another verse.
Okay.
Then cut that out. Yo, I'm just a man trying to make a plan, dealing with the cards I'm dealt best way I can. You'll understand. Maybe one day we'll all be alright. Pound for pound, round for round, me, I'll stay in that fight and through the night singing psalms and songs of worship. I hope this prayer reach God's ear and reveal His purpose He has for me, cause I don't see any other way to do this. All I know is music and the fucking means to pursue it. Fuck police the way I hate pigs. You'd swear I was Jewish. Read the news, the cops and killed another one. Made me lose it. Arbitrary arrest and they give us no rest. Shooting citizens while they wear their bulletproof vests. This can't be real. Ha, it's gotta be a test, but I'm an African. Hearts of lions beating in my chest. The world is bringing out the worst, and I'm trying to do my best. You know it's fucked up when even the curse be trying to get blessed.
What?
Let's
What?
go!
Kill a curse. I think it has something to do with that K.
Yeah, I know it's a
Can
power.
you?
There's power in the
You
K.
gonna make it a
Can
K
you?
Chains only. Yeah, I know. That's,
What's your name? Lock?
It's actually Lawry. The K is silent, but it's there.
yeah,
Okay.
it's
I
there.
promise you it's
Glory.
there.
Glory, yeah, the K is silent. Yeah, it's silent K though.
Oh man,
Salute.
like I don't know. Is there anything that we left out? I enjoyed the
No.
conversation thoroughly.
No.
Like, hey man, we were all like in there.
Yo.
Yeah.
Like I've never been so intellectual about hip hop. Okay, I'm
So
like off cam,
off
cam.
cam,
Like,
definitely.
it's like that,
but
but
yo, on the
just to have
cusp.
somebody who has like this type of thinking,
Yeah.
it shows that they need to give us power, man.
Yeah,
Like we
he
need to
did
take
say-
this power.
No,
He
no,
did
no.
say
They're
he
not
was
gonna
listen,
give it to us.
we're gonna have to
learning.
take this power because
we're gonna take
like
it.
we know where this thing needs to go and what needs to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But in there like that these things are set.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that's why
We're
if
set to fail.
we need to have our own economy, like as far as
Buy
That too, that-
Bitcoin.
yeah.
Buy Bitcoin. Buy Bitcoin. Buy Bitcoin. I just want to put that out there for you as a black
Are you sure
person.
that's your last
Yeah,
endorsement
yeah,
now?
yeah.
So there's no
Guys,
none else
guys. I don't want to
change?
get all like up
yeah,
into
boy, he wants us to be like the pigs he hates. Be invest, yeah, boy.
dog. Guys.
Yeah,
If
nah, I
niggas
get
don't
you.
have Bitcoin,
Yeah.
that's
But
the
yeah,
future.
like how do we get to it? Like it's like for an average South Coast person
Yeah.
who doesn't have the money. That's the
Oh
economy I'm
no,
saying.
we
Like
got
for
the money.
us
Like
to-
there's wallets now, there's apps that you can download, and boom, you can like
yeah,
buy.
I'm talking
buy,
about
buy
like
Bitcoin.
having the actual money, like as in a rapper in the
Wow,
hood
dog.
who's
On the weekend, I see niggas always drunk. So clearly,
oh, okay.
people are lying when they say
Okay.
they don't have money. They lie.
Hayi. Lana about 350 basangena.
It now
It's
about
hard to
350
invest.
basangena. Thenga amawi,
Yeah.
thenga amakesi.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah. So it's fine, guys.
Your socials before we sign out.
Yeah, please.
Oh man. Do I even know?
Plug your guy.
Yeah, no, on Facebook, just Kevin Zaza, just and yeah, bro. I'm wearing shades in my profile pic. Yeah.
How many Kevin Nagas do you know?
You know, like there are. There's actually quite a few on Facebook.
Oh,
So
you must
yeah,
feel
I'm wearing.
special.
And I'm by the
not.
beach.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were supposed to shoot at the beach, but it was too windy. Hey,
Yeah,
bro,
too windy.
that's too windy.
Yeah, too.
Gram, Twitter.
Insta Greasy. No, I'm not on Twitter like that.
Okay.
That I'd give it out. And Instagram, Enigmatic _Kurse.
Okay. I had a question. Have you ever been to Joburg?
Yeah, I've been to Joburg a few times. Yeah.
I've always heard with Udladla, so
Hey, dog, the thing with Jojo, Zuzu, I don't know if it really is related like that. Or yeah, but like if them Kabateli too, then hey, all love.
okay, that's a joke. You didn't have to.
Yeah, no, but like I know,
He's
no, I know. No, that's facts though.
Okay, we out. Let's sign out. Like,
Uh.
thank you for tuning in. We'll be back next time. Yeah, shout out to Law for holding us down.
I
Yeah,
will,
boy, like,
I will.
I heard from the little birdie that Why Not is back in town. Hopefully, we get to do something. Like, we'll be back at the usual spot. Classified. Let's go.
Let's go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
This is how you raise the bar. You plug in with the man in charge. That's something you don't sabotage. This is how you raise the bar. Raise the roof like a demigod. Keep making your moves while the devil's watch. This is how you raise the bar. Don't build your label on a deck of cards, claiming you stable but don't affect the charts. This is how you raise the bar. We ain't phased by y'all. Straight talk. We don't fake for the fades of heart.